Okay guys, so got my Pringles ready. Have to gorge up on some Pringles. Welcome to the live. I'll just set up my phone for the chat so that we can see what's happening. Let's go in here, YouTube, because the YouTube chat comes quicker than the StreamYard chat. Then we'll run through and see who was in and who was already saying hi. Okay, chat is loading up. So let's have a look at the old chat here and see who was in at the start. So Street Copper, great to see you in. He's working a long shift. He mightn't make it in, but I appreciate him popping in, saying hi at the start. Muriatic Acid, great to see you. Thumbs up to you too, sir. Ian Matthews, just in from work. Mark Stone, welcome, Mark Stone. Tim Palmer, welcome. Romantic, welcome. Let me see. Where am I here? Dirt. Hello, Mr. Irish and everyone. Welcome. John Ladd, great to see you. Paul Shorthall, great to see you. AGP Garden Machinery, great to see you. Ralph Morick, great to see you. Let me see, Mark Stone. Hazy Days, good to see you in too. Paul Shorthall again. Braveheart Scrapper and UK Scrapper. Just letting the ads run. Command. Cheers for that. So the ads are running anyway, so that's not too bad. As you can see from the thumbnail I put up, I was working again with the assets today. The weather wasn't great, so I just was letting that stuff work on some CPU pins from some ceramics. There'll be a video hopefully coming at some stage, but it takes longer with this weather, and I'm doing it a lot slower than I normally would. I'm trying to use less acid and get the full benefit of the acids out. I just want to make sure everything else is working. Don't forget to share it out, guys. If you want, feel free to share it out. Hit that like. Appreciate it when people hit the like. Gemma, great to see you in. How are things with you? Hope everything is good with you. Braveheart Scrapper, just everyone saying hi to each other at the moment. So guys, what has everyone been up to? As you can see, I'm still working on these phones. I kind of only do them when I'm on these live streams now. Usually I would probably do them some other days, but just work being so busy and other bits and pieces in the evenings, and the evenings shorter, and trying to get working on the assets and stuff like that. I've only got so much time to do everything, so some things have to take a back seat, and at the moment it's stripping down these phones, so I only kind of do it when I'm on these live streams, so which is once a week. Let me see. I'm okay, thank you. Working on content, that's good, Jim. Jim is always working on a bit of content. She's very active on our channel. She was, for a while she wasn't, but she's back on it, active enough, so good to see her back. We all need a break every so often from it, but with these lockdown now, Irish always thumbs up on the way in. Perfect. I'm popping in and out, editing a 45-minute video for tomorrow. Today just been sorting. I've seen you had 2 videos up today, Mark. It's hard to keep up with you with the amount of videos you throw up, so to speak. As I said before, I'll try and watch videos, but if someone has 3 or 4 videos up a day, I won't be watching all 3 of them. I'm sorry. It's just the way. There's always so much time in the day, and I have to give time to other people that I follow and stuff like that, and try and get to some other channels. So I can only give a certain amount to each channel. So if someone's throwing up 3 or 4 videos or 10 videos a week, I won't be able to watch all 10, and that's the same for a lot of people that make content. They have that issue themselves as well. There's always so many channels you can get to in a week, and there's only so many hours in the day. If I was off work or something like that, then I would have more time, but unfortunately, as I said before, I work full time. So I work from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 in the evening. That's not counting the time it takes to get to work. That's just the hours I'm actually in at work. Then you have to take into travel time and stuff like that, so it does take time to catch up on everyone's channels. Let me see what else is coming in there. Kevin, great to see you in. Ali Mack is in. I think did I see? Let me scroll back up in the chat for a second. Tim, Kevin, Ali, Raphael, great to see you. Good to see you in. Who else is there? Mark Stone again. I was watching Snobby Scrap Pickers video today. One of the channels I did catch up on. He's done a good video on breaking down the brass and stuff like that. He seems to have some nice size buckets of brass there, which is good to see. So I'd like to see what he's going to. I don't think he's going to cash them in. I think he's going to use them for casting or pouring at some stage. So if you haven't checked that video out, guys, check it out later. John Ladd was in. I'm just seeing in case anyone else comes in. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. Just going to take off this jacket because it's a bit warm. Heat is on, so don't need this on. Ali Mac Mechanical. Not much. Kevin just hanging out. So guys, what's the story with GIC Ireland is going into a full lockdown again, which will be a bit of a nuisance, but again, I'll still be working. The job I'm in, we're not going into lockdown. We're classed as essential, so I'll still be working away my 10-hour days. If we got into lockdown, I might have had more time to be watching people's videos. But that's the only good thing, I suppose, about lockdown is that for anyone that is in lockdown, at least they have YouTube. If you're into YouTube, at least you have that, and you can catch up with people on YouTube. You can catch up on these lives. You can catch up on doing your own lives. You can catch up on watching people's videos. It can help you, I suppose, pass the day a bit. Because nothing worse than being in lockdown, not able to go visit anyone or anything like that. At least if you have YouTube or something like that, you can chat with them. Let me see, is there anyone else I missed coming in there? Evening Scrapping Irish. Oh, Jason Hughes is in. Well, one of them ones with just little bits of gold on it, not much on it. So again, as I always say, anyhow, the most amount of gold on the phones is always in the IC chips. So it's not actually on the phone itself. It's the chips that will contain the most amount of gold on the phones. I count these gold flash and bits as a little bit of a bonus. The actual chips are where the gold is. So that's one. Again, I like doing the Nokia phones. They're straightforward to do. Actually, I want to put that link out. I forgot to put the link out. If anyone wants to come up, have a chat, feel free to come up. Let me know what you've been at. I was watching Ali Mack. He was test driving a car today. He was having an issue. He thought the revs were a bit high on it. I watched some of him. It's a call up with who else did I see to watch video today from? I watched Snobby. I caught up with, I think, Shark Scrapper. I caught up with, I think I'm up to date with his videos. Who else was there? There was 3 or 4 different channels that I kind of try and catch up with today. The weather was bad, so I didn't get as much scrapping or gold recovery done as I wanted. So I was spending a bit more time on YouTube because today was my day off work. I must do that, Raphael. I'll have to check that out about the urea for neutralizing the thing. But again, in the last while, he's put up about 5 or 6 videos in the space of a week, so it's hard to try and keep up with them. So I just have to try and catch up in time. So as you know yourself, when you're making content and you're working, it's hard to catch up with everyone's videos and keep track of what everyone's doing. So I will eventually catch up with that video. But yeah, I'd say that I'm working with the nitric at the moment, but I'm using very little of it, and I'm taking a longer process. So I started this video on the ceramic CPUs maybe a month ago, and I'm still nowhere ready to upload it. I still haven't put the gold actually into the Acker region. I'm still only taking off the pins, but I'm using very little acid. I'm letting it take its time, heating it properly, taking it off the heat and stirring it, all that sort of stuff. So doing it by the book this time. So hopefully I won't have an issue when it comes to the drop. And if I do, that'll be the end of me and nitric, I think. I think I'll just stick with the I'll just use the nitric to dissolve the base metals, but when I'm dissolving the actual gold flakes and stuff like that, I'll go back to the bleach method. But let me see. Yeah, I got it down to 850 revs per minute now. Or yeah, so he was revving a bit high. On the Lucozade today. That's another Nokia phone drone. What do I hear? This is a touchscreen Nokia, so I haven't taken too many of them apart, so I'm not too sure what it's going to be like inside of this. The heat gun, yeah. You might get him on your side if you send him a message and tell him to not recommend using the heat gun. But yeah, nitric caused a bit of trouble for me this summer, and it was my own fault, because I had a good bit of nitric, I decided to not spare it when I was doing anything. It did speed up the actual dissolving of the base metals and stuff like that, but when I was doing the dissolving of the gold, instead of just putting a couple of mil in and letting it do work away for a while and come back to it then once it has stopped reacting, I decided to keep adding and adding and adding because it would speed it up. But then I was left with too much nitric to deal with at the end because there wasn't enough base metals. I could have added more base metals and got it to use up the nitric that way. Well, not even base metal, but more gold flakes and stuff from that. But because I was doing a video on one type of stuff, I didn't want to mix in different things. So it came back to bite me. Barry West, great to see you in. How are things? Hope I didn't miss anyone else coming in. So we'll have a look at this Nokia touchscreen phone to see what's in it. Any more little screws anywhere? I don't see any. Just pull off these little tabs. Back, Barry West, just news. My engine revved a bit high yesterday. Do I see someone else coming in there? Braveheart, UK Scrapper. No, don't think I did. So come on, guys, what have you been all up to? Especially in the scrap world. Have you noticed, have anyone gone to scrap yards? Anyone been in the scrap yard cashing in any of their scrap before lockdowns come? Okay, so this is the board from the Nokia touchscreen, and as you can see, not a lot to it. We have hopefully a few IC chips under these. Who's this? Periwinkle O'Brien, welcome in. What is the price of copper? Copper, the last time I looked at it, I don't have it wrote down here somewhere, but trying to think what price I was given on copper. I have a wrote downstairs. I'll get it in a few minutes and we'll have a look at that, Periwinkle. And see, anyone else out there got prices for copper? So I'm going to actually have to get the heat gun to these to remove them. They won't just flick off. So that's one for me, Raphael. Heat gun job coming up. I'll get to use my heat gun. at least it's winter, coming into winter time now, so I can keep the shed warm while doing it. So benefit out of it, but nothing major in that. On-board camera. I can see a few gold pins here. So we've got a few little gold pins here, gold flashed connectors. So not much to it other than that. Put in on the rest of the phone, we have another bit of actually there, that's the, you can see that there. If I can bring it up to my face, because it's trying to focus on my face, just where my finger is, above that there's some gold little connectors. Usually that is where the camera on a lot of them will be connected to that, and that also, as some of them, is nice to find. Again, over here you can see another bit of gold there, little gold connector. So I just pull them off and add them to my little connector piles, or they can go in with the ram fingers and stuff like that, even one with the board. So you can see there, it's just like gold flashing on a little bit of card. Boom, focus, there we go. So little bits of gold flashing, just add them in, and they all add up eventually. Again, in the scrap world, it's kind of always going to be on quantity, not quality, I'm afraid, on these, because you're not going to get that good a quality gold in phones. So it's going to be quantity you're going to need. Break out scrapper, should be a copper in the cooker. So sorry guys, just reading your comments and stuff like that. So we've 21 people in there. Don't be shy guys, if you're in the background there, come on in and chat with us. We don't bite. Can't say we all don't bite. There might be one or two people in there who will bite, but most people are fairly decent. Not much more to that. I'll hold on to that, keep it as it is. I won't bother breaking it up much more than that. Just having a look to see. Bobby Holden, welcome in. Great to see you in. Let's have a look at this T-Mobile. So what have we in under here? So T-Mobile, but it was made by Hawaii, or whatever way you pronounce it. So again, the battery will have gold connectors on it. We have a SIM card, which is nice to always find a little SIM card in there, so that can be added to my SIM cards. Again, they'll have gold on it. And this one has a 1 GB SD card, or SanDisk card, micro, or so a micro SD 1 gig card in there. So again, I can either, you could try selling that, but no one really buys 1 gig SanDisks anymore. I could use it if I have anything that'll use that, or again, just to recycle it for the gold content. But a couple of options here. So let's see if there's much in this. Weather's been crappy here in Ireland. It's rained most of the day. Do not forget to hit the like button. Peeps, 23 of us and only 14 likes. Okay guys, well, you heard it there first. Who's forgot to hit it? I had to forget myself when I got in as well, but I try and get everyone eventually. The top is gas and the bottom is electric. Also, it's a cooker you're taking apart. So there should be some, if you have a cooker to take apart, you'll have some gas on you. You'll have some brass fittings, won't you? In the gas. Same here in the Highlands. Rained the last 3 days. Well, no, yesterday was lovely. Yesterday was lovely, but today it just has absolutely bucketed down. So I'd say the last of the good weather has come and gone. Wet week, yeah, wet week is right. I hit it on the way and shared it out. Well, thanks for that, UK Scrapper. I appreciate you sharing that out. So let's see what's inside this touchscreen. I'm not a big fan of the touchscreen phones because they're usually the lowest quality. That's why if you can find older phones, they will be far, far better for gold recovery than these newer phones. Okay, so just a bit of plastic, nothing else there. Okay, up down here, so we have the screen. If we can pop this out. Okay, so again on the back, we have some little bits of gold flashing on there. You can see the little gold tabs. Nothing major, but all adds up. On this side of the phone, again, we have the camera, which will have gold underneath it usually. If we can, again, it's part of that board, so a heat gun will be needed. T-Mobile. So let's see if we can remove this little bit of aluminium. So put that down there. Again, we have some IC chips all over the board. Can you gonna squeeze some juicy fart? No. What have we there? So that's connecting the camera. So I'll just move that. Let's see, can we pull the camera off? We did. So again, that's just the camera. Sometimes under here you'll find some little gold connectors. On this one, no. Oh yeah, they're there. So you can see, well, you can't probably see it because again, it's trying to focus on me. You can see the little gold connector wires there on that ribbon, and then also on there you can see the little gold connectors. So very small, but all add up. Boom, 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 boom. Everyone's a bit shy tonight. No one's coming up, which is fair enough. Underneath the screen, do we have any gold, I wonder? So again, I'll hold on to them screens. Might become worth something after a while. They don't take up much space. Sorry guys, just looking at something here. No, I thought there was something gold under it. So let me see. So along here, underneath that, there's a sticky pad, but underneath there should be some gold. Edward Thomas, great to see you in. How are things? Hope all is good with you. No, I've no plan on getting through all the phones today. Not a plan at all. I'll be soon stopping. I'll do a little bit and then I'll stop. And then, but I'm just going to show you underneath the sticky pads. So underneath the sticky pad, you can see the gold flashing. So a little bit of gold flashing. May possibly be a bit more under the solder mask. So we'll just see if we can take a layer off. Is she gold or is she copper? And it looks like it's copper. Yeah, just copper. So not worth doing any more than that on it. Again, so you can put that into the caustic soda or lye and remove that solder mask if there was gold underneath it, but that one is only copper, so not worth doing. I will after another one. John, did you get the towel paper? You wipe your shorts. Okay, don't know what I missed here. Okay, so another one of these things. I took one in part last week. They were fairly good. There's some nice boards in there. So I'll take this one apart again. Another one. I see Matthews is building a time machine. He might be able to go back and find that Bitcoin that he lost. I see Shark Scrapper is giving away something for his 2,000 subs, so his couple of prizes up there. And this is his new hot sauce. If anyone hasn't seen that video, you can see his new hot sauce. So, pull out this battery. So no gold connectors on that one, but there is gold connectors where it did touch the rest of the, where the connectors touch the board. This is the worst of these phones. You're swapping heads, you're swapping, trying to go between different screw sizes. You won't know how to scrap out a phone. This is more chatting, it's not showing you how to scrap out stuff. I have plenty of videos up there. People want to see how to scrap them up. I'm just scrapping while I'm chatting, but sometimes I get distracted, Raphael, when I see something. But there's plenty of videos up there if you want to see how to scrap these out. I think I've done videos on them already. Of course, we one screw left in, as usual. What do you do with your gold? I keep it. I don't sell it. I don't do anything with it at the moment, because I work full time. So this is a hobby. It's not done for a profit. It probably cost me money if I weighed it all up between time and if you put the amount of hours into it, and if you've done the same amount of hours packing shelves in a supermarket, you probably earn more money. So it's not done for that. It's done probably just that I can do it. Plus, if you're not stuck for gold at the moment, or gold in general, doesn't decrease by much. Most times it will go up eventually. It's like any precious metal. It'll stay at certain levels, and then it'll do a little jump, and then it'll come back a bit. The prices keep going up or down. So that's what I do with the gold. I don't bother selling it. At the moment, this year's gold is still in powder form, so I haven't actually melted it, and I probably won't melt it till maybe next year or maybe the year after. As long as I don't lose it, that's the only thing. Justin, great to see you in. How are things with you? I'm a ghost. I am everywhere. Okay, John, if you say so. So again, a little bit of a board, nothing much on that board. A couple of gold flashers on the back, a little bit on the front. There'll be some gold pins in under there that I'll take off and put them in the asset. Now, where are we here? These little gold connectors, I do hold on to these. So these are little gold connectors. You get them on laptops. You can see them on laptops a lot. You'll see them on connecting to Wi-Fi cards and different types of cards like that. So I just hold on to them little connectors. They'll put them in the acid and dissolve the base metals, and you'll have gold floating around in your liquid after a while. I see, let me see, another person who puts up 20 videos a day popping up on my notifications. So guys, tell me this, that's just something out. I see a guy put up another video there, and he's already put up 3 today, and that'll be his 4th video, I think. I popped up notifications. Is it just me, or do you begin to ignore them channels that start to do that all the time? Now, maybe people enjoy it. Maybe some people want to watch 4 videos from the same person doing the same sort of thing. But I don't really enjoy it, so I'm not sure if maybe it's me that's wrong. Maybe people do enjoy watching loads of videos. No good for the analytics. Yeah, I heard that, Ali, that it's no good for analytics. But some people, I don't know, maybe it's their way of passing the day. Maybe they're at home and they've nothing else to do, and it might be good for them to get doing it. But I stop watching their channels if they do too much. I don't unsubscribe from them. I just stop watching their videos. I'd never unsubscribe from a channel. I might watch 1 video a month from them or something like that. I'm outside your house now, Ali Mac. Fair enough, John. So that's the little Wi-Fi card that's in it. On this side, let's see if we can remove that little shield over the chips, I'm presuming. It's in under here. Or Tim, not what I say. I said John. I meant to say Tim. So again, they're the ones that have the glue sort of around them, so they take a lot of heat to get them loose off the board. But they're nice sized chips, so I'll use the heat gun on them. Nice heat chip on the back, some gold flashing, and that's about it really. Some MLCCs, some little gold connecting pins here, so a few other little things like that. I see someone in the basement. Hope you weren't waiting long. I could play the game and say his initials and see how long would it take people to do it, seeing this is a game that certain scrappers like to do. So I'll actually do the game. His initial begins with R. Can anyone tell me who's in the basement? Oh, he's after logging off. He's after logging off. I will kill him for that. There's no one in the basement. He's gone. Oh my God. Let me see. Oh, that just ruined it for me. And it wasn't Ralph either. He logged off just when I was going to bring him up. No, it wasn't Ralph. He's gone anyhow. We'll have to wait and see when he come back. I might have upset him. So that's the board on that one. Let me see what else we have down here. Okay, we have. I'll put that link out again. Maybe it's a problem with the link. I don't know. Let me put that link out again and see. Ali Mac, you were correct. It was Raphael, but he seems to have disappeared. So maybe his phone rang, maybe something came up and he had to go. Right, nothing in behind there. I was hoping there'd be a battery in there. So this is one of them blackberries. Dang, no more link. Oh, I don't know what happened there. He's back. What happened, you?
As you playing the game, I tried to play the game as well, but it didn't work well, and I cannot find the link again.
I seen it on there. I said, I'll play the Raphael game.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Gee, I see your show went on, a good long show on Saturday night.
Oh, sweet.
5 hours and was it 35 minutes or 30 something minutes?
Yeah, it was longer than usual, but time fly and I enjoyed, and yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares is right. But you're an hour. So let me see. You started at what time? 8 o'clock my time. 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock my time. So that was for 1 o'clock. So it was 2 o'clock your time when you finished up. Have to.
Yeah, something like that. But Sunday is free. I do try to keep my, at least attempt to try to make my stream a little bit shorter, because if I keep it so long, then half of the Sunday is gone.
Yeah, I know. But once you get into a stream, and if people are coming up and down, you kind of keep going. Because I came up late enough onto your one, and just as I came down, I think who popped up? Was it Shark Scrapper or someone like that popped up, and someone else, and then
there was plenty good guests, good guests, good peeps. It was just nice chat, and it's rolling. I enjoying and having fun. So I decided, okay, I'm not gonna stop now. And later on, actually, almost at the end, I was about to stop and say goodnight to everyone, and then someone just pointed out, hey buddy, you skipped last time one. Now you own us another 4 hours, and we got E-Waste Mike on the panel, and then suddenly I said, okay, so let's go for another 4 hours, and E-Waste Mike just like, boom. Really? It was funny. Quite good funny situations, quite good few jokes. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Time goes quick when there's a good few people up there, like when there's always people in and out and chatting and stuff like that,
I agree on that.
Time moves quicker.
Ali Mac, don't worry at all, that's happened. That's just life.
Yeah. Are you back to work? Are you back working?
Yes, I am.
And were you working today? Is there a lockdown coming for you again, or is there
not yet in here so far. But yeah, you never know. You never know what's going. But I'm not really scared about the lockdown, because actually last lockdown I was working through all the time.
Yeah, same as. They're going to do a 6 week lockdown again in Ireland. So non-essential shops like hairdressers and the gyms and clothes shops and stuff like that have to close for 6 weeks.
I can live without that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much hair to look after, so it's grand.
I got a machine for cutting my hair, so no worries. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that before there's some March or something. Some good weather comes back again.
Ali Mac says, I was bad last night, Raphael, buddy. I did stop by, left a thumbs up. So Ali Mac was in, but he wasn't so much.
That's what I say. It's no problem at all, and no worry about that. As far you can, as far you feel like, you can stop by. If you can't or don't feel like, just don't. That's all.
Yeah. It's the thing about lives. If you just like I try and get this. There's how many lives a week I try and get your live. I try and get Snobbies, Dusty's. I try and pop in. I know I can never stay long enough on a Sunday because I have too much on a Sunday evening. But I try and pop in to say hi, Annie, and stay a while in Dusty's one. Ali Mac on a Thursday night. Who else does go live that I try and get into? That's probably it, really, in the lives that I try to make sure I get to every one of their lives.
You know,
But,
the day got only 24 hours, you know, so,
Yeah.
and there's plenty of stuff to do, you know.
There's plenty of stuff to do, is right.
Actually, last time I
Yeah.
get, last time I get few people expecting US Ben to stop by. Because you seen that video, he get the lost package.
Yeah, he finally got the one that he sent away the year before.
That was surprise. That was surprised.
So he managed to get 2 presents off you in the space of a month.
Exactly. Anyway, actually, plenty peeps commented and so on. When the band comes up, when the band stop by, and you know, I cannot expect guy to walk up at 5 a.m. just to catch my stream, right?
Yeah.
That will be just not fair.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about it over there. Like, I'd love to get him on for the interviews on you know, when I do interview different people, I'd love to get him on for that sometime. But again, there's no way you can be asking someone to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Of course not. No way.
Just for 30 minutes, like, you know.
You know, first of all, ask yourself if you're gonna do that.
Well, I probably would if someone asked me, but I wouldn't be volunteering myself.
For sure.
But if someone told me, will you come on for me, I'd probably do it as long as I wasn't. But again, I suppose I'd be up most times of that morning anyway for going to work. So it doesn't matter. I'd get up at that time.
Okay, look like Romantic leaving us. So let's say take care, Ro. Have a good one.
Take it easy, Ro. So what we have for today? We on the construction work today.
Today was uneven fight with the heating system. Oh man, don't even ask. Crazy stuff. An old gravitation installation.
Oh, so it's all gravity fed.
Yep, mixed up with the new one with tin pipes and pump.
Oh, right.
Oh man, make those thingy work. It's like nightmare.
I think my one here is a gravity and pump as well. The heating system. Yeah, it's both. It's gravity and pump.
You know, this is like 6 flat building.
Mm-hmm.
And half of the building it's running. So each flat got half of the heating installation on the gravity.
Yeah.
And other half of each flat got floor heating and so on. What's pump supposed to run through? But you know, water always go easiest way, right?
Yeah.
Especially on the gravity installation, you got quite thick pipes, very thick pipes.
Yeah.
So it was matter of the playing with the valves, you know. So each flat with the pump got to be almost closed off, totally closed off, so only water can run through. So all the installation will get enough pressure to still circulating.
Okay.
Man, I spent on that installation like from last Thursday. I began to fight with that, and today finally I find out how to deal with that problem. Because it was like nightmare. At least on one flat, bathroom floor was cold. Second flat, radiator was cold. Crazy different configuration, and try to find out what is wrong.
Yeah. The plumbing can be an absolute pain to work out.
Yeah, it was really, really a pain. I called so many peeps and, you know, try to find out and try to get some information from some more, let's say, experienced guy or something like that. But at some point, it's begin to work. At some point of the day, later on, the pipes get cold again. I don't know if it's work or not right now, but I will find out tomorrow.
Well, you find out when the people are ringing you telling them there's no hot water.
Oh, they will have hot water. At worst case scenarios, some of the radiators get cold and some other get too warm, and
Crypto, welcome in. How are things with you, Crypto?
Crypto, welcome. Great to see you as always. And hellos for the Dick.
Yeah. But no, the heating system can be an absolute pain to work out. Which way?
You know, as far you make the new one for one flat, and separated from the rest, it's just pleasure to work on it.
Yeah, but
But
it's
yeah, as
fun.
far as you got mixed up, like building with few flats and all those stuff, yeah, that's crazy. Then you need to be like very creative. I'm telling you.
Did you do any scrapping out today when you got home from work? No.
Today, yes, I did. I did very tiny, few pieces, but yeah, that was just like things laying around, just in between.
So what was Sweetie saying about the urea?
No, this one. Actually, yeah, he just get to hang out with some peeps who got like quite cool equipments, you know,
Yeah.
and they just mesh out the solutions before you add urea and after. How many nitric get dissolved or consumed or just disappeared, and it's turned out none of the acid after adding urea nitric, none of the nitric after adding urea disappeared from the solution.
Okay.
So basically, adding urea to the solution is useless by their research.
And how come everyone in the gold world forever has said to do it?
Yeah, exactly. I was come out with the exactly same question.
Because it's one of them. If you look at any of the textbooks or any of the guys that've been doing it for 20, 30 years, they'll all tell you to use urea to neutralize it.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, they come out with the different way. It is just not to overload the solution with the nitric.
Oh, who'd ever put too much nitric in?
That's why I pointed to you, buddy.
That's why I like the batches I'm on at the moment, I am putting so little nitric into it and just giving it so much time to actually dissolve before I add any more nitric.
You know, basically, as you look it through, you don't need to give it an extra time because all what you need to do is just to keep the eye on it, and as far as reaction is stopped, then you add another portion.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, add more when it's gone. But what I mean is, I'm not. Before, what I used to do is, I'd go out and I'd pour some nitric in. I go, oh, it's working. I'll pour some more in. It'll go quicker. And I'd pour some more in. Anything it was all dissolved, and I go, oh, it's not reacting anymore. That must be perfect now. But
yeah, it's not reacting. There was nothing else to react with.
Yeah, there's no more stuff left to react with. That's why it stopped reacting. So this time, I'm giving it plenty of time to make sure the reaction has stopped before I add another little bit, and I'm making sure there's still a bit of stuff in there. So before I add any more into it,
you know, they as well come out with the option for that. If you got some extra, then they write down you're supposed to use sulfamic acid.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of that, you know, to eat out the leftover of the nitric.
Yeah, or just pour some more gold pins in or gold.
Exactly, if you have it. Yeah. You know, in our stage of refining, you know, we just pour all of our batch at the beginning. We doesn't have anything to add later on.
Well, I had more to add, but I never bothered doing it because I was trying to do the video and I didn't want to add any more because I wanted to try and get weights from exactly 100 grams of something. And if I added more in, then I wouldn't have got my yields. But sure, I didn't get my yields anyhow because it didn't drop right, so I had to redo it all again. So
yeah, the number will not fit.
Yeah. So that was the reason I didn't bother adding more stuff in, but I don't know what type of screws are in this bloody thing.
You know, every day, with every attempt, you learn more and more, and yeah.
Every day is a school day.
True. I haven't made any refining from last, I don't know, 5-6 months at least, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my last batches now are I have four jars on the go at the moment, and 3 of them have CPU pins from ceramic CPUs. One of them has something I found in a jar that's full of gold flakes and bits of other stuff that I must have forgot about. so I don't even know what's in it, where they came from or what they're off. So I've put them into another jar and got them going, and I'm just about to start a low-grade pins from the likes of these phones, the likes of the pins that'll take off these phones. So that'll be my last batch, and it'll probably take all winter because the weather's gone so cold that and I'm not going to leave it on heat all day. So I'm only putting it on heat for a while and then letting it work away and come back the next day, and I might heat it up again or something. So it'll take a bit longer. So
next time as you got like coffee making machine, those simple ones, with the filter on top and the heat plate on the bottom. That's our great hot plate because they go up, I guess, up to 50 degrees or something like that.
Yeah.
Not more.
Okay.
So you can easily left your beaker on it and just forget about it.
Yeah, well, see, what I've done is I put the 4 jars into a oven-proof dish, so I can put the 4 of them on heat at the same time. So that's why I want a bit more heat. Okay, we have someone else in the basement, and his name starts with an S.
S.
Yes.
Snobby, Scrapman,
No.
Sharky.
Hey, Sharky. Let's bring up the old shark. Did anyone see the shark now has gone into making hot sauce, if anyone was wondering?
Yeah, I seen the thumbnail with the Sharky logo on the hot sauce.
Yeah, he's got the hot sauce now, and he's giving it away. He's giving some of it away for his 2,000 subscribers. Am I correct, Shark? Haven't I?
Yeah, you are correct.
So as sharp like the Sharky.
Or has it gone too late to send in the email? Is it, or does it still have time?
You've got till midnight tonight, my time.
Okay. Tell them
I wanna have a bottle of that. I'm gonna do that right now.
So you have to. What do they have to do to be in for a chance of winning it?
Just email me your postal address.
Okay. And once they do that, they're in the draw.
Yep.
So
okay, let's do that.
And I'm presuming it's 1 entry per person.
Yes.
So there's no point sending your address 20 times, guys. You're only going to be entered one. I could see people thinking, "Oh yeah, it's in my email loads of times to them."
Yeah, I skipped on the silver coins, but I'm gonna go after hot sauce.
Oh man.
Yeah. Who made that up for you?
Say again?
Where did you get that made up? That label? Did you make it up yourself, or did you get a company to do it for you?
Well, okay, so first of all, the hot sauce idea came to me because I had given away some hot sauce in one of my other giveaways, and the folks that I sent it to really liked it. So I reached out to some folks locally that bottle hot sauce, and was just talking to them about how well received it was, and we cooked up the idea of a private label, and we played around with some recipes and we played around with some labels, and so here we have it. Hopefully everybody's. I love it. I really like what we've come up with here because I'm not one of these people that likes to have hot sauce that blows your eyeballs out of your head. I like to be able to taste things after I've had the hot sauce.
You don't want to be drinking a quart of milk just to cool the down.
Yeah, exactly. So what I really like about what we've come up with here is it's got a really good flavor to it. It's still got a little bit of kick to it for those people that like the kick. But you're still going to be able to taste whatever it is you're eating after you've had some of this. And
are you going to make that hot sauce available for people to buy, or is it just a once-off thing you're doing?
I'm going to make it available to buy as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I presume it'll be only to buy in the States, or will you have a postal option that people can pay extra to get it posted?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a set price plus postage.
Okay.
So if you want to pay the extra postage to get it, wherever you're at, then we can do that.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Sharky, I done my side, done my deal, my part. I mean, now's your turn.
Okay. Come on, Raphael.
Oh, that's funny. I just got back from the scrapyard.
Oh, and how was it?
How's
Scrappy.
Tell me this: how long will it be before Willie actually picks up your Jeep and throws it in with the rubbish? Because he just come awful close. I was watching him in that video the last day. And I said he's getting closer every time to picking that up. It won't be long before he picks it up and throws it in on you.
Yeah, there have been a couple of times when I've had some things in there that were kind of heavy, and I was thinking about asking him to pull it out, but I haven't been brave enough to ask him to do that yet.
I was watching you in the last video, and as he was swinging over, I seen you making a move towards the front. I mean, I even thought he was coming too close.
He's very good with that thing, and
very good. If that was me now, I'd have taken the side clean off your Jeep.
Yeah, and I trust him, but I also know that sometimes machinery doesn't work the way you expect it to.
Yeah.
True, but believe me or not, all those guys who working on the scrapyards, they can treat that hangy thingy like their hands, and they really know what they are doing. At most cases.
Yeah. Well, they're not like, if it was like Ian Matthews, I wouldn't go anywhere near it because we see what he does to his hands. So imagine him operating one of them machines, what will happen?
I tell you, one of the things that used to really fascinate me when I was in the Navy was when we were in the shipyards, and I would watch these crane operators. And I mean, these are huge cranes, and they're lifting superstructures of ships, and rolling them right side up and lowering them to within a quarter of an inch or less of where it has to be located to set down on the deck area that was, and the welders are all standing around waiting to get in there and start welding, and just a fascinating thing. And it always amazed me that we as humans created these huge machines that can do some of the things that can be done. I could sit around and watch cranes and heavy equipment for hours.
Yeah, and what amazes me is that some of them are so far up in the sky that you can hardly see them, and they can still put that within millimeters of where it should be.
True.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Precision stuff it's required the right operator, for sure.
Oh yeah. You got to be willing to kind of do this instead of doing this.
Yeah.
True. Believe me or not, at my scrapyard, there's one guy who operating that scrap crane with those big jaws on at the end, and actually situation of on my scrapyard, it was like big shred pile on one side, and there is from the other side you can drive through in the middle, and from the other side there is like few boxes for, let's say, alu, stainless, something, and the guy just loading some shred into the container. Mm-hmm. I was in the middle emptying my trolley, and certainly I see he grabbed something, lift it up, and throw it in on top of me to one of this box. What he just finds some extra stuff, what was, I don't know, alu or stainless or whatever. He just grab it and throw it with those machine over me.
You're just watching this flying over your head.
Exactly, and that was quite big piece. I got full penalty because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I think I play this game with the camera effects a little bit, but Willie has never lifted something directly over my head, even though it may look like that sometimes.
Yeah, I know that, but he just not lift on top of me. He just lift next to me, grab it, lift it, and threw it in on top of me.
He wasn't even holding it; he was just letting it fly over you.
I get even more scared. I'm telling you, I got full penny back then.
You had to buy a new pair of underpants going home, did you? So did you have much for the scrapyard, or was it just a normal run, or did you have anything different?
Well, I had some some computer carcasses that I needed to get rid of, and I had some stuff from the guy that buys the bed frames from me that he'd been accumulating, and he asked me if I would come get it because he's decided he's not going to mess with it, but now it's taking up space. So, so I went down to his place and picked up a bunch of just some shred from him. And
here's one for the three wise men on the panel now. I'm single, so I'd just accept anyone that send me a friend request. But the rest of you, if an old crush sent you a friend request on Facebook, would you accept it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How about you, Raphael? There you go. So, Crypto. Why not?
So, I guess it's kind of a situational, thing, right? If you all were friends in high school and you dated for a while too, and you broke up and you were still friends, then yeah, why not? And besides, what's the worst that happens? You friend them and you find out that they become a perv, and then you unfriend them. It's no big deal.
I like that. I have to become a perv.
Most of us already got those rings on the fingers, so
I don't.
I just don't wear it.
I don't. Ian Matthews, welcome in, Ian. Ian has been trying to make a time machine. As I said to him, I think he's trying to make a time machine so he can go back and find that Bitcoin that's on that hard drive that he lost.
Actually, he said something about that. Then he may stop by, so probably he just go home, went to sleep, and then go back in time to stop by.
Yeah,
hey, Ralph, how's it going, man?
Ralph, how are things? Street Copper is in as well. I forgot to say hi to Street Copper 11. Great to see you in.
Street Copper, welcome. And Ralph, wash that mug finally.
No, there's still coffee in there.
Just playing.
But how have you been up to, Ralph?
Working. I actually finished my work scrap video, or finished filming it. I now need to edit it. Hello, Crypto. Hello, all. And
hello there. Welcome.
No.
If you
I got some nice scrap from work today as well.
Hazy Days has said, if you have to ask that question, Crypto, the answer might be no.
Yeah. If you have any doubt. Yeah.
Which is a good point. If you are a bit worried already, maybe the answer should be no.
Well, I have a couple of previous ones that I would not accept, and I have a couple that I would accept. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all about just knowing who the person was, well, you don't know who they are now, but you know who they were. So you just got to.
Yeah, there's a saying among some of my friends: don't stick your ...
where you work
in crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yes, I've had a couple of crazy ones, and I will not be adding them if they send me any friend requests.
Here's a question.
I have a couple of pending friend requests that are over 10 years old.
See this here, guys. Think is that gold plated or not?
Look like.
Nah, it's brass. It's brass. Send it over to me so I can melt it.
Let me see if it's brass or gold plated.
Could be gold plated.
It's gold plated, boys.
It looks gold plated, yeah.
Yeah, it looks gold plated.
Yeah, nice big chunk on out.
Way shinier than brass.
Yeah, gold plated.
It really looks gold plated.
Do you ever get a stabbing pain in your eye anytime you drink coffee? No, because I always make sure that the spoon is on the side. Whenever that happens, I know to take the spoon out. That's an old joke.
I was bored last night, and there was nothing on the TV, and I started going through.
Is there ever?
And I came across Hazy Days was on last night, and he was playing music, which I love his show when he plays music.
Oh,
you can just put the music on and sit back and listen to him play, and it just passes. He was on for an hour and a half, I think it was last night. So he's on about maybe doing that anymore on a Sunday night, which I think would be great if he did do that, because I could put him on and listen to some music for an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah, I was there for a song or two, but then I got to go home and so on.
Yeah, but I even went back because I missed the start of it. So I went back and I was hoping that he'd have some Oasis songs because I'm a big Oasis fan, and he had two of them. so I could listen to them again.
So today actually marks a 2 very important anniversary dates for me.
Oh, go on.
1 year on YouTube.
1 year on YouTube
Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
and my wedding
Congratulations.
anniversary.
On your
Oh,
wedding
wow.
anniversary.
Wait,
So you started YouTube on your wedding anniversary.
It was purely accidental. Trust
Did
me.
you forget to buy a wedding anniversary present?
Oh,
And
no.
you were confined to your room.
You were banished, and you forgot.
You know, guys, I bet I got good theory for that. At morning, last 2 years, you said, Sharky, right?
1 year.
2 years anniversary on the YouTube.
One.
Or 1 year.
1 year.
1 year. Okay. So last year at the anniversary day, Sharky forget about the anniversary. So his wifey wait until noon around, and she don't get any flowers. Then she comes out with the big cannon on him. Then she get flowers, and he get shut down in his office, and just think what to do. And he think, oh dang, I'm gonna start the YouTube. Why not?
What?
So,
Anyway, nothing of the evening of for today. So
any truth in that, Shark?
Pardon me?
Any truth in that theory?
No. No. Purely just coincidental.
Well, congratulations on both.
theory, I guess.
Yeah. and
How many
your
years are you married, if you don't mind us asking?
24.
Oh, well, 24 years. If you had murdered someone, you'd probably be out by now, wouldn't you?
Oh, and still my ex continues.
Oh, stop. Street Copper is leaving us, I think. So, Street Copper, thanks for dropping in.
Later on, Seth. Take care, man.
I'll
Street
drop in one
Street
video
Copper.
here. It's hard to catch up on all the videos, as I was saying earlier, and especially if someone puts out, because there's a channel now, and he's actually not anyone that we would be in here usually, but it's a channel I follow, and he's been putting out 4 or 5 videos a day, and like it's just getting tedious now.
Holy cow! That's
Yeah.
that's a lot of videos in one day.
So like, if someone starts doing that, I kind of lose interest in their channel because it's just too much.
even when I was out of a job and I had all day to do whatever, I didn't even put out 1 video a day. I still struggle to put out one every like 2 weeks.
You struggle to put one out every 6 months.
Yeah, by now. But before you ask at the end of the evening, within 2 weeks, I might have a video.
Oh, nice. Nice on a video.
Every week.
No, I say every week, I say no video for at least another 2 weeks. Now I say maybe there is a possibility that within 2 weeks from now, there might be a video.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing, just different words. That's all.
No.
the
Now
thing,
there's actually a small chance. Before I would say no video for 2 weeks, so then you know there was not gonna be a video for 2 weeks. Now there actually might be. There's probably not gonna be, but there might be.
Still same effect.
Same result.
No, it kind of depends on what I get done.
Same result.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's all good.
Hey, Shark, you know the videos you always do the scrap run, and you just bring in the usual, just the shred sort of steel you bring to the scrap yard.
Say again?
I said, you know the videos, most of your videos are that you bring the shred steel when you're going to the scrap yard.
Yeah.
When are we going to see you bringing cash in all your copper and all your aluminium and all your brass? When are we going to see that one?
Okay, so there's a couple of things going on there. Every now and then, it's when I go the yard that I bring the shred to. Every now and then, I will record when I go through what they call the drive-through area, where I can take in the other material, right? So the power supplies and the high grade, low grade, mid grade boards and that kind of stuff. So every now and then, I've thrown those in there.
Okay.
You mean that Loudy place with the radio and 2 funny guys in there?
Yes,
Okay.
that place. The yard where I'm bringing most of my non-ferrous material, they would prefer that I not record while I'm there.
Okay.
So that, and they're the folks that are getting my aluminum and copper and stuff. So
I was just wondering that because I don't see too many of them videos. I was just wondering, are you saving it up or are you actually cashing it in as you're going?
yeah, I try to keep things moving. But the bins, well, you've seen the size of the bins that I use. So when they get full, I take them in. So.
I just want to say hello to K&D that came in and Vandal Blogs that came in.
Welcome. I actually have Vandal Blogs page open on this side because who gave him a shout out earlier?
I think Snobby was.
Oh, Snobby did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the page open here, and I was actually thinking of watching a couple of videos. I haven't hit the subscribe button yet. I see.
There we go.
I shall do that right now, and the bell is on
in the chat. So welcome in, Vandal.
Yes, and you are now at 53.
There we go. So
there was a giveaway at 50. I heard.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget about Sharks giveaway. Are you in Sharks giveaway?
I don't know. Am I?
All you have to do is email your postal address to him, and he will enter you in a draw. What's the prizes, Shark?
First prize is
this a brass shark made by Street Copper 11.
Yeah. First prize is this half-ounce silver coin.
Oh, wow.
The Great Hammerhead Shark from the Perth Mint 2015, and a bottle of my Street Scrap hot sauce. And second prize is this 3-pack of gloves and a bottle of Street Scrap hot sauce. And third prize is a bottle of Street Scrap hot sauce.
How come you've no hot sauce to show us?
Because it's in the other room and I didn't want to be rude and get up and walk away.
I thought you'd used it all already. I was going to say he's used all the hot sauce already.
I mean, I can get up and go get it, but I didn't want to walk off on you like that.
Well, I give you permission to go up and get it and show us all your hot sauce because I think it's
all right. Then I'll be right back.
There we go. The teacher has given me permission. But,
I saw a video by I think it was John RMS. He had a video that was shark themed, and he showed a silver coin or a silver round, really big. It had the great white shark on it. Looked awesome. I put a comment in there. Shark Scrapper's gonna love that, and I think he might actually look up Shark Scrapper.
Vandal Blogs, if you're listening to me, Vandal Blogs, put in the chat there what your channel's about actually, because a lot of people might know who you are and what your channel
There's some scrapping there.
Hold on now. Let me put up the make this bigger. Now, Shark, hold it up there so we can have a look at it. There it is, guys.
Oh,
hot sauce, which is made.
Sweet. Look good.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
almost like Sharky t-shirt.
what ingredients is in it, or is it like the KFC? You can't give away the secret ingredients, is it?
No, it is vinegar, aged red habanero peppers, salt, a magic vegetable blend. Bum bum bum.
Magic vegetables. Are they mushrooms? Is a mushroom a vegetable?
Has my friend been supplying you with any mushrooms?
There is some shroomies what taste like garlic, so you never know. Maybe there is some like hot peppers.
No, because the people that I'm working with are licensed, certified, and all that kind of stuff as food products. It's got all the proper labeling on it for sale and distribution.
Yeah, just got the custom made label with your logo and so on.
Yeah, so that was fun designing actually the whole thing was a lot of fun. Coming up with the hot sauce.
To the camera there first so you can see the logo. Hold the logo up closer to the camera.
There we go.
Yeah, so you can see there the Street Scrap with the shark logo. So,
yep. By the way, I've ordered another camera. So eventually I'm going to get a camera that will focus.
So Vandal Blogs does a bit of street scrapping and a bit of eBay reselling. eBay reselling is something I'd be interested, but as I was saying already to someone that left a comment on one of my videos about selling them phones that I was taking apart, the desk phones. But anytime I've tried to sell anything on eBay, because the market is so small in Ireland and to post it anywhere else in the world would make it not viable, it's impossible to sell anything in eBay in Ireland.
You know, actually,
Yeah.
eBay in most of the Europe is not as popular. Basically, each country got his own page, and they basically work on that.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the global like eBay.
Yeah, whenever I'm buying anything, I always go to the eBay UK site because there's a lot more choice. And again, there's a special website that I use, a postal address. I can use an English postal address, and it's delivered in English, and then it's sent to me then for an extra cost of £3, I think it is. But it would be cheaper than getting it posted directly by the eBayer themselves. So I always use the UK site. Gives me more choice.
And eBay these days is more of a buyer's platform than a seller's platform, because if anything goes wrong or if there's any complaints that come from the buyer, then immediately you have to pay them back, even though you're selling a valid product and they're claiming that it's not working and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they end up having their money back and a working product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem, Vandal Vlogs.
eBay, it takes the side of the buyer more than it does the seller.
Yeah.
I find.
Yeah. Yep. I do a little bit of eBay selling, but not a whole lot. And I get a lot of comments on the street scrap stuff. Oh, you should have saved that and sell that and those kind of things.
Yeah.
I actually sell more stuff on the local listings for Craigslist and an app called Nextdoor than I do on eBay. And those are actually better because they're local they're local listings. So, the people actually come pick it up or I meet them someplace. So I don't have to deal with that. Oh, it's not working. Give me my money back.
Yeah.
You know,
you can actually show them working.
People just come by and look at the product, and at the worst case scenario, they say, listen up, no, not really. I don't want it. That's all, right? Otherwise, fighting with the post office when the package is not delivered or they seen some problems or whatever, and send it back and forth.
So there we have it, guys. Ireland is going into a lockdown for 6 weeks from midnight on Wednesday. So we're back in lockdown.
Yeah,
Wow.
I heard things were getting rough over there.
Yeah, but I'll still be working. I was working on the last lockdown. We're classed as essential, so it's going to carry on for me as normal. I'll still be working, but there'll be a lot of people out of work again for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but I think, in my opinion, the whole UK not gonna be in lockdown so long, because as I see or hear the people from there, how they acting, what they talking about that lockdown and so on, it's gonna end up quick.
I don't know about that, because I was watching the news on the UK today, and 80% of their hospitals are at 100% capacity already. So if they've only got 20% capacity left in all their hospitals, so if that fills up, they're going to be.
Take the comparing. The hospital doesn't work on 100% right now, because every, let's say, 10 or 15 patient what they bring in, they got to shut down for about 1 hour and just clean everything and sanitize.
No, but they 80% of their IC units filled. So that means they've only 20% capacity left for anyone that needs ventilators. So if them 20% fill up, if you're on a ventilator, you're going to be on it for 2 weeks. So
okay, so the math is quickly becoming, I want to get sick really quick, so there's still a bed for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I hope I don't get sick for a long time.
Yeah, that's kind of it now. The way the hospital beds are filling up, So I think what Ireland is trying to do is they're trying to preempt that by closing down now, and they're hoping that come when the real flu hits in November and December, when the big flu season hits, then the normal flu and stuff like that they'll have enough capacity to deal with that as well. Because the way it is now, they can't deal with the COVID and the flu and any other illnesses. So.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't really mean to make light of the situation. It is very serious.
Oh yeah, we know well you're. No, I wasn't. I was just saying that's the reason Ireland is closing down, I think. But again, I could be wrong. They might be closing down because I don't know.
I think it's the same, basically the same all over the Europe right now. And actually, last time I just watched some thingy about my homeland, and they actually, if there is some accident happen on the road, and there was some serious injured people, they got to carry those injured people around 200 kilometers because they cannot find the hospital who gonna take them, because otherwise they have someone, at least one or few person in the emergency, what they think they maybe have those COVID or something, so they're not accepting any more new patients, so they send it out to another hospital, and that gets crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And actually people just dying in our emergency vans.
Yeah, well, I see that's kind of what it has opened people's eyes up to, is how underfunded the hospitals have been throughout Europe for years and years, because
true.
So now that you can see that there hasn't been any investment. One, I know it's a serious pandemic, but it has caused the whole hospital system to come to a halt. So
I don't know how about your country, guys, but when I remember, like, let's say 20 years ago, each and every hospital or point where you can go when you get sick to meet your doctor or something like that, they always got two entrances. There is always one entrance for the person who was like maybe got something what can put on some other peeps, like, I don't know, like right now or something like that.
The contagious stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There was always second entrance for the peeps who coming and coughing and so on, whatever. They go through the second entrance to the separate room, and then the doctor wear their suits, go to their room and check them out there. They don't need to go into the main building and wait together with the rest of the peeps. These days, it's only one entrance, and everyone who go in, sitting in the same waiting room and so on, and cough on each other and so on. And I tell you, 15 years ago, it was something like that in my homeland.
Yeah, no, it was never that. I can never remember it like that. It was always there was two entrances, but one of them was for general stuff, and then there was one which was called a casualty. So it was for serious injuries. If someone came from a road accident.
There's injuries and there's diseases, and they should be separate.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Ours was casualty and just general admissions. So general admission was someone that might have been due in to have an operation, like an appendix. They went in one door, and then there was a casualty area where the ambulances brought in anyone that was in a serious condition. That was it.
So I know that some hospitals over here are separating, so, if you think you have COVID, they're directing you to one entrance. If it's something else, they're, sending you over to another, but they're still even screening you at the other entrance before they let you go in amongst the general population of the hospital. So
yeah, Crypto has made a good point there, actually, because someone put in why aren't people wearing their masks? And I used to be like that too. I was thinking, going, why don't everyone wear their masks? Some people can't, like, would say, Crypto said, like, our son is autistic, so to try and get him to wear a mask will make life more stressful for him and make it more difficult, and he doesn't understand why he has to wear it, and he doesn't like to wear it. So sometimes we have to maybe not be judging people when we see they're not wearing masks. There might be a reason. There is a certain amount of people who won't wear the mask because
I think that accounts for maybe 1/2 of 1% or something like that of the population.
Then there's other people who just won't wear it because they're told they have to wear it.
Yeah, I mean,
me myself, you can count on that percent. I don't want, and if I gotta wear the mask to went somewhere, so I rather just to not go there, and that's all.
Well, that's
I have
Christmas.
one, I have one in my jacket. I don't wear it, but if I end up in the customer's house and they say please wear a mask, then I'll wear the mask if they want me
No.
to.
Yeah, of
Yeah, well,
course.
over
That's
here, the
understandable.
shops,
Totally.
you're not allowed to go into a shop without a mask on. That's the way it is. It's mandatory to wear the mask going into a shop, and I'll wear the mask going into the shop. I won't, as I say, I'm not going to not wear it to go into the shop, and I'm not going to go to a different shop that might allow me in without it, because to put the mask on for me, it doesn't affect me, and I don't, it's not a big thing to put a mask on.
There are certain shops where hanging some signs, wear the mask before you go in. So
Yeah.
I'm just not going in there, right?
Yeah, but that's it. But I was saying, like, I put the mask on. It wouldn't bother me to wear the mask. If they say it's mandatory to wear the mask going in, I'll just put it on. I don't see the point of going all the way to a different shop just to make a point of not wearing the mask.
Yeah.
You
See,
know,
I
if I have
view it.
to, of course, I will.
I view it as first of all, it's a simple, innocuous thing to do that does a good job, and it's a way for me to say I respect you as another fellow human being. I don't know if I've been exposed to someone. I don't know if I'm carrying this disease. So I put a mask on to show that I respect you as another human being, and I don't want to run the risk of making you sick.
Yeah.
I don't, and then when I'm not around people, I take the mask off. That's
the same. If I'm walking the streets and I'm out in the open air, I don't bother with a mask. But if I'm in a closed space where I'm going to be within 2 meters of someone, I'll put the mask on as a common courtesy to them.
You know what, Rafael? I should send you one of my Sharky masks, and then you would feel so much better. You'd look forward to putting it on because you'd have the shark mask.
Yeah, it's too bad my ninja suit doesn't fit me anymore.
Yeah, I think I may try that. Then I
go to a shop with a ninja suit on. I'd say people would give you really good work.
necessary places.
Kevin Sturgis, welcome in.
Hey, Kevin. So I'm wondering if I'm getting a little too anal retentive when it comes to separating CPUs that I'm finding.
You know what, Sharky? Actually, when you're gonna send me those hot sauce, you can wrap it in the mask, so it will not get crushed in the sending process.
So show us what you can do.
Oh, and I don't have stickers yet. I need Sharky stickers.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I need to send you my address even. So
yeah.
So why are you separating out your CPUs like that?
Oh, these are different types of iSeries.
Okay.
So I have different buyers for the iSeries. So I'm separating them so I know who's getting what.
And do you test them before you sell them, or do you just sell them and let them test them, or what way do you work it?
I let them do the testing.
Okay. So you put trust that they will tell you that they did work or didn't work.
No, I tell them right up front that they're not tested. I don't guarantee their performance. You're buying them as is.
Okay.
I suppose one of these days I'll get a second computer that I'll set off to the side, and it'll be nothing but a test bed.
But testing all of those CPUs is not as easy as it looks. As you said,
it's not,
you're gonna get one PC just as a test bed. It's not gonna work, buddy.
Yeah, I have a testing setup here. I could test 4 at the same time. I have one of those keyboard video mouse switches in there. I can hook up 4 PCs to 1 mouse, 1 keyboard, and 1 monitor, and just switch around.
Yeah,
but as well,
I copied that from work, but I kind of stopped doing that at some point.
Yeah, you're right,
but
different types are going to need different boards, and
each motherboard for each different CPU.
Yeah,
you got to have hard drive with the testing
software.
Stress software, and so on.
Yep.
And
it takes hours or days
for each one.
Yeah. Okay, so you talked me out of it. I'm not going to do it.
I used to do that because
that job for someone else.
And what about the hard drives? Do you test your hard drives, Shark, or do you just sell them, or do you just scrap them? What do you do with your hard drives?
So if it's a 1 terabyte or greater, I will. I've got an external, drive connection, so I'll put it on and see if it powers
Or one
up.
of those
and,
docks that you can just slot it
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those are handy. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'll run it, and if it powers up and it runs okay without any trouble and it doesn't make any noise and stuff like that, I'll make sure there's no private information on it, scrub it, and then I can sell it as a functional hard drive.
Cool. Kevin Sturgis, welcome in.
Actually, there's one cool, very old software for wiping out the hard drive. It's called HDD Nuke.
Yeah, Nuke. Yeah.
And it destroys all the data on the hard drive. So every time, actually, it's not destroy the data; it's record something over it. So it's impossible to get rid what was to get back what was written on it before, and that's quite handy.
It just records random ones and zeros, I think.
So the other thing that I do is some of my clients are small businesses, and I always ask ahead of time, have you wiped your data? How do you want me to handle the hard drive? And if they want me to destroy it, then I destroy the hard drive and I don't sell it, no matter how big it is. But
I would charge them extra for destroying the data.
But you know, in these when I'm buying a pallet of computers from this other place, you know, whoever has sold that computer to the guy that I'm buying it from, they've given up whatever right to privacy they may have thought they had when they made that first transaction.
Yeah.
And so I'm under no obligation on how I handle those hard drives.
Yeah.
It'd
be the first guy, say the buck you bought it off, if the man had told him when he dropped it in to do anything and he sold it on to you, it wouldn't be your responsibility to be the person before you.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of our agreement. I have no obligation to data security from those computers. So, but you know, the vast majority of those computers are 20 gig, 40 gig. You know, it's very. I might get one 1 terabyte drive out of 2 or 3 pallets of computers. So.
I scrap everything under 1 terabyte. So if I get a 750 or a 640, I take it apart for the aluminium.
I scrap every one of them, regardless.
Yeah. Well, I have my main storage over here. It has 12 hard drives in them. The smallest is 1 terabyte. The biggest is 2 terabyte, and there's a couple of 1.5 terabytes in there. But it was all free, and it's now about close to 22 terabytes of storage. So
and I have to tell you, I'm still. Oh, I got a couple of those in the last batch that I got. Those are awesome. Really old, huge hard drives. Yeah.
Some nice chips on them as well, like.
Yeah. Those are the old 5.25 inch drives.
You guys get all the best stuff. I don't get anything like that at all. Look at that. Hold on, I'll make it bigger, Raphael. There we go.
I'm trying to decide.
Wow.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with those old things. You know, I may put them up for sale as museum pieces, or own vintage. A piece of computer history kind of stuff.
Yeah, I actually have been thinking of getting one of each CPU and just in nice condition and like polish the top part and have them in like a display case and with little signs saying this is from there, this is from there, and the same for memory, the same for hard drives, stuff like that. Just one really from every generation.
Great idea, Ralph. Though for that you will need a huge barn.
I have a little display case over here, and when I get some really nice CPU that I think is really cool looking, I'll put it in there rather than hold it for gold processing or selling.
You heathens, save, what the hell? We're here to process the gold. Come on.
I don't care about the gold.
All I want is the gold. I don't want to be looking at them.
Okay, can I have permission to walk away for a minute? I'll
Yes,
show
you
you
have
that.
permission to walk away.
Permission granted. Cadet
At ease,
Sharky.
at ease, soldier. What are you scrapping out there? A board.
This is the power board to a induction hob cooker thing,
Oh,
and
what's that?
these
I
things come.
always wanted to know what was inside them. Hold on a second to make it bigger.
Yeah. Oh, I already taken off quite a bit of things. Hold on. This box of Dominoes has the big blue M&Ms. There are quite a few on there. There's some of these MOSFET type deals and some smaller ones. And I like these relays. They have copper spools in them, copper pins, sometimes brass pins, silver connectors. And I even take off these little things where those little connectors go on, because these are actually plated brass.
Okay.
And there's a huge heat sink, or huge. There's quite a thick piece of extruded aluminium, and I have quite a lot of these now.
So you'll have plenty
And a nice fan. These are actually usable in PCs if you would want. Oh, look at that! Nice.
Oh, hold on. I was looking away.
There
Yes.
you go.
I have smashed a few of them up today and put them in a pot of acid.
Well, I've got a bunch that are going to get smashed up too, but these are just, I'm kind of along the idea of, keeping one of all the interesting ones that I find.
Yeah, exactly. Keep one of each.
In a part that was about same size as my hand. So I said, oh, there might be something nice inside there. So I took
And
this.
there was no screen.
Oh, there was this one tiny board. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Such a waste of time. Tiny little board.
Of course, but here's the thing that I wrestle with. When I've got this little display case and I'm keeping these CPUs, and it's like, why? It's
Just
like,
for the fun.
I mean, I look at them every now and then, I guess, and I think, well, that's really cool. But, at some point,
they're kind of an investment of sorts, because you'll always get people who will buy vintage CPUs in years to come. So in 10 years' time, that'll be more rare, because I'll have smashed up all my ones, and everyone else in the world will have smashed theirs, and you'll be the only person left with an actual CPU.
True.
You and E-Waste bin, because I was watching the video the last day. He was going through all his, he was sorting out and
those tools,
his tubs of E-Waste stuff.
Yeah.
He's some nice collection of stuff, hasn't he?
True.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
CPUs and so on.
Raphael has his board, his wall of boards as well. So he has up on the wall there all his vintage boards.
I got it right there.
Yeah, his vintage boards.
And E-Waste Mike is going to build an addition on his house with all the CD-ROMs that he has laying out in the backyard.
Yeah.
I think he's making a CD-ROM footpath.
He's building an igloo.
Yeah, he's going to make a CD-ROM footpath.
By the way, Ralph, have you ever tried to make real one from the snow?
Hey,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
what language is that?
Did you succeed?
Shackstrapper, you should be beautiful kid. August. Oh, he's speaking Irish to you. He's speaking Irish to you.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd he say? Can you
I
repeat
don't
it?
have a clue. You swear I was Irish or something.
I thought maybe his fingers just slipped off a digit on the keyboard.
No. He's speaking Irish there to you.
I thought he had a stroke.
Should ask little kid dull Guji on that. Oh, he's saying there. You should have asked him. Have I permission to go to the toilet? That's what we used to have to say in school. When we were in school, we used to have to put our hand up, and the teacher would go yes, and literally you had to recite that line out, which was, may I have permission, please, to go to the toilet?
Yes, and if you said, "Can I go to the toilet?" you would get the answer, "Yes, you can, but you may not."
Yeah, but that was what we used to have to speak it. You couldn't just say, "Can I go to the toilet?" in English. You had to ask it in Irish.
So I
Okay.
remember,
I
so
will
I remember
never
this event
code that.
when I was in grade school, we had the same thing, and I don't even remember what grade I was, but I had to pee, and I asked to go to the bathroom, and the teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom, and I was like, but I really got to pee, and she wouldn't let me go to the bathroom, so I peed myself, just right there.
Okay.
And so she gets mad and she marches me down to the principal's office, and I'm carrying on because I'm all embarrassed and everything, and they call my mother in, and then and when my mother found out what happened, she was livid, absolutely livid. So a week later I was transferred to a different classroom with a different teacher.
As Paul Shartow was saying there, we put that up in Irish, and I know 90% of the people in Ireland cannot speak Irish. We can speak certain words of Irish and whatever, but whenever we go abroad, we'll always, if we're in a group together and there's other people there, we'll speak a little bit of Irish to each other, and they don't know what we're on about at all, So and we might be saying something absolutely that means nothing at all, like we might be saying is Michael Cockamillish, which means I like cake. And you'll be there and you go, it's Michael Cockamillish. And next thing, Nihigam, and they'll be all using little phrases of Irish. And everyone will be looking around, oh, you speak Irish. Oh, I love to speak Irish. And so we weren't making any sense at all. We were just putting any sort of words
Random stuff, yeah.
Random stuff, but they mean nothing.
You should hear me and my friends talk about World of Warcraft. We're speaking understandable English. All the words you will understand, or most of them, like 95% of the words you will understand, but you will have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
We used to say that about using acronyms in the Navy. You could have a perfectly normal conversation with another person in the Navy and probably never use a complete English proper word.
Another theory. Guess why all the scrap chats get so low views? Because as people go down in here, they have no idea what we talk about.
Yeah. What the hell is an MLCC?
What are the other CPCs and CPU and ceramics and
no, there's a lot of reality to that, Raphael. It's when I counsel young people who are trying to get jobs and write their resumes and things like that, I constantly have to tell them to be clear. Don't use acronyms and don't assume that people know what these little buzzwords and things that you're using mean.
Yeah, don't put smiley faces in and stuff like that.
Don't put text talk like
just go straight out into the subject and say what you know, right?
A lot of people use text talk now when they're writing anything, and it's in an email, and instead of writing before, they'll have a B and a 4, and you're here like, write the word before.
Yeah. I mean, I actually had, I was reviewing a resume for a youngster, and they were actually using the word probably. And like, I wrote back to them and I said, you do mean probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
and of course they thought I was joking, so they wrote back and said probably.
Probably.
And you go resume.
I was just like, oh God, we're not.
I once made the joke. Someone wrote down BTW, like by the way. So I was reading that BTW, and I said, "Oh, by the way, I don't know acronyms."
Now, I suppose that's fine if what you're trying to do is get a job with a company like YouTube or Google or
a tech job,
Facebook or one of them companies.
Yeah, where they may actually appreciate that kind of stuff. But if you're trying to get an engineering job with a large, stodgy defense company, they're not going to appreciate that kind of.
I think they will be appreciated, but not at the CV.
Yeah.
At least at the beginning, you have to say loud and clear what you can and what you cannot. And
when you get
CVs
and you see a pile of CVs, the first thing you do is you look for the ones you want to throw away. So that's the first thing you do. So you go, oh, no, not proper writing, wrong words, throw it away. They're gone. So it's a way of eliminating yourself straight away.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times today, the computers chuck those folks out before they even get that far.
Mm.
They may not even see a human's eyeballs.
Yeah, the algorithm picks it up and gets rid of them.
Algorithm. Algorithm.
Al Gore.
He invented the internet, didn't he?
He did. Well, they reckon he did, didn't he? He reckoned he did himself. Oh, stop. But I was going to say something else, but I won't. I won't get involved in the American election. I'm not bringing politics into it.
Nah.
So it was actually very funny, though. I remember as a in the Navy, we of course had a lot of systems for transferring data and information between each other and things like that. And I do actually remember a lot of the early discussions about this thing DARPA was working on that could allow you to send huge data files back and forth to each other. Well, what we thought were huge data files back then.
Maybe 1 kilobyte a second.
And I was also on one of the first U.S. Navy ships that tested out satellite navigation and GPS.
Okay.
So just, and I can remember some old crusty quartermaster chiefs. Quartermasters were the people that would fix the position of the ship using the stars and things like that. And I can remember
Master Chief. I know those.
So this guy had a callus on one finger from his coffee cup, and he had burn marks on the other finger, kind of like Rafal from the cigarette. And I can remember him sitting there going, this fancy fangled crap is never going to work. They're never going to shoot down the moon and the sun. I'll always be able to know where I am.
But by the way, actually, as far we know, Sharky was taking place in building GPS system. Now we can blame Sharky for spying on all of us.
Bathroom tiles and wood flooring. Indeed, BTW. Funny.
Shark, they had that in the days of the stream.
So yeah, I think it was naval communication that actually led to the invention of the microwave. What was it? Naval communication? I think it was during World War II where they used microwaves for communication.
And radar.
What? And radar, yeah.
I thought it was someone that was walking by and that would say that microwave for radio thing, and his bar of chocolate melted in his pocket.
Yeah, that's how it got started.
He would say, "What melted the bar of chocolate?" And then they discovered, "Oh, I can actually use that to cook stuff."
Yeah.
But that must be fake, because microwave will, if they hit you, and they will dissolve your muscle structure.
No, but see, that's before they discovered how dangerous it was, and they built the casings around them not to allow the microwaves out. At the time, the microwaves were just free to go wherever they wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, so they melt the chocolate and not the guy's leg?
Well,
No.
he was only walking by it, and he wasn't standing there like waiting for it to cook him.
I think he had it in like his pocket. It was in one of those like aluminium foil packaging like they had, and so the chocolate cooked.
Yeah, so then they discovered.
And within 2 years of that event, the first commercial microwave was on the market, actually.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
It was the size of my room, but yeah.
And you had to rewire your house for like 220 or something like that to run it.
Yeah, that's standard over here, but you are so far behind you.
That's what we use here in Ireland. So it is. We don't have to rewire our houses. They're wired for 220.
Yeah. Same here.
It's only in American land that you use that less power, you know.
When my wife turned 40 years old, I told her I was going to trade her in for 2 20-year-olds, and she commented that I wasn't wired for 220.
Actually,
a really nasty joke just came to mind. I'll not put it in the chat here.
Save that for another day.
I'll save it for another day. Yes.
I was saying we go down a little bit with the voltage in here, because like good few years ago we go all the way up to 680.
Wow.
Then we go 480. Now we are 400 at max.
Yeah, we have 400 max as well here. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had 680 in your house. I was going like, holy crap, Raphael, what are you doing?
No, it's 680 was only for industry.
Oh, okay.
400 max in the house here. Yeah.
400 is max in the house.
Okay.
But normal installation is 220.
This
I'm sorry.
this is
Crypto.
this is a small cooking induction hob. If you have a bigger one, they're actually 11 kilowatts, and
Yeah,
they use
easily.
three phase, and they do use 400 volts.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I can use my burner without shortage.
Yes, and that's why I cannot.
I got 3 phases in here. Actually, this building was built in 1920s, and it was like old milk and cheese factory. That's
Oh,
why
that explains the smell.
That's why I had so strong installation in here. But anyway, most of the wires is replaced and it's new installation. But all the garages, it's still running on the old one. This old one with the metal and lead shielded, very thick copper wire.
So
Scrap it.
when you actually do explode in that downstairs place there, because it's lead shielded and everything, there'll be no radiation coming out anywhere else.
Exactly.
He could be building a bomb down there.
I tell you, he's like Iron Man. He's building his own suit down there. Building an Iron Man suit.
Gathering all the palladium.
Actually, I did cut away some of the leftover wires from the old installation, what was not used anymore, and I pick out some lead out of it, just for fun, and I got them right here. Let me show you.
I hope he didn't pull out the wires that were still charged.
Of course not.
His hair is not standing up straight, so probably not.
That's the lead what was wrapped around the wires. You can still see the trace of the wires in
Oh,
here.
wow. Yeah.
Another one.
My
Still
God.
gummy trace in this one. Yeah. Nice piece of lead, right?
Yeah, I recently found like 8 kilograms of lead because they are working on the roofs here.
Yeah, it's about 1 millimeter thick.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, 1.5 millimeter thick.
That person here has been building a tack welder and needs more microwaves.
No, yeah, you can make tack welder of the microwave transformer easily without adding so many components. You got to unwind one set of the coil and just drop like thick wire with 2 ends. Especially if you got Wolfram ones, that will work great.
That's tungsten, by the way.
Yeah, did I see someone making an induction? Was an induction for melting gold and metal?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen, Backyard Scientist did that, I think. There's a couple of other people who did as well, probably.
That's also quite easy project. I was actually thinking about making one, but
but then I seen you can buy them from China for half the price of what it costs.
exactly.
Yeah. But then again, it may actually melt your whole house instead of melting the gold.
When it comes to stuff like that, I'd rather
details.
make it myself than buy it from China.
Yeah.
I go cheap way with my wire stripper, and I don't know if you see last video of UK Scrapper. He get his wire stripper. I get exactly the same one, though he get with the expensive one with the engine mounted on it. I went with the cheaper one, what was about half price of that. But instead of engine, I got like tiny hand pulley on it.
But could you not put a drill on it to a chuck?
No. It's too big machine for putting the drill on.
How about big mixers for mixing the plaster? You know, the ones the boys use for mixing plaster.
Yeah, with the gearing and so on. No, I think that will not work because it's got probably too high speed or something like that. Anyway, later on, I put the engine on it with the gear. Plus, I add some frequency inverter to adjust the speed and so on, just by myself. And yeah, it worked really nice. Of course, it's not as aesthetic like UK scrappers, but it does the job. So
Yeah, people are buying a lot of wire strippers. I've seen everybody wire stripper. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
Well, it isn't for me. I don't get enough wires.
for me, because again, I just collect mostly e-waste stuff, so I don't get that much wire to make it worthwhile. So
Yeah,
if I was collecting like Shark, if I was doing the rounds and going around collecting the cables and stuff like that, old TVs and lights and stuff, I might think about investing in a wire stripper, but nah, not yet.
Oh, this is what I found dumpster diving today. Look at this.
It almost looks like a face.
That's actually, this is from Minecraft. These are the eyes of an Enderman. Enderman is a very tall black alien looking like thing, and the only thing you see when it's dark are his eyes, and it's like going like. Ooh.
And the pocket looks like a mouth.
Yeah. The pocket kind of makes it look like a mouth too.
Yeah. That's funny.
Has a little Minecraft logo on here. Minecraft.
And you found that dumpster diving?
I found that it was next to the dumpster actually. So and it's completely clean. There's nothing in there, unfortunately. I was hoping for some, I don't know, stuff. But
money. Hoping for money.
Yeah, you never know. And all the zippers are still okay. I think someone just didn't like it. Oh wait, these zippers have come loose, I think, on one side. I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably be able to fix that if needed. But since I'm a big fan of Minecraft, I recognized the thing immediately. Didn't even see this. I just saw the eyes. So yeah.
So that's
fun stuff.
That made your day.
Yeah, well, kind of. I came in there, thought there was nothing to be found, so I didn't actually. I stopped filming because there was nothing, and then I found something, and then oh wait, there is something. So I went back outside, pretended like I came in.
So you're telling me that you're doing fake stuff? That you're
No. I'm making it more entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
So are you like that?
Most of the stuff is filmed normally because I film every time I come in there, and when there's actually something there, then I keep the video, and when there's nothing, I usually delete it. In this case, I thought there was nothing, so I deleted the video that I had, and then I started to clean up other people's crap, which I always do. Folding the boxes that were next to the trash bin, and this bag was in one of the boxes. So yeah.
Oh, I was going to say you're like that Storage Wars program. You do put the good stuff in certain spots and pretend you just found it. Isn't that what you're at?
Nah. What was the fun in that?
It just make it more interesting, right?
It's interesting enough as it is. The stuff I find right now. I have 3 Samsung microwaves to scrap out pretty soon. So,
so you should hopefully have a bit of copper out of them, as long as there's not Chinesium in them.
Well, yeah, I don't mind either way. Where is the other thing that I wanted to show?
So if you get a great big microwave, and you put a smaller microwave inside of the great big microwave, and you get 2 of them going at the same time, can you cook something in half the amount of time?
I tell you, might create a bomb.
I would say go to the channel The Backyard Scientist. He actually tried that.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he basically wrecked the smaller one that was on the inside.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, isn't that any metal in the microwave get like sparky and so on?
Yeah. So Kevin McGrath recently said he was taking apart microwaves, and he liked those little relays that are on there because of the little copper things in there. He said, I have about 50 of them. I have about 1,000. Yeah, I actually had to change the pot because I had it in a smaller pot, and at some point it was like bulging over. I thought this is not going to work. So I found this one. Also, this I actually found dumpster diving as well. I don't think I have this one on video. I have the smaller white one I have on video.
I was about to say, are you a gym goer? When I seen you with the gym, the whey protein. I said, "Oh, this man must be going to the gym."
Yeah, that's. I can't believe this stuff is any good for you.
I actually get few containers like that, and I
The
grab them.
containers are cool. Yeah, quite strong.
I grab them as well from dumpster diving, and all what I see out there is HDPE plastic, so that is acid fast, or acid will not break it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that will be cool for storing my waste solution. That's why I grabbed them.
Okay.
I found another copper ball that I made out of the wire. This one I made while I was in the garage. I guess Scrappy is going to get a new coat because this is about the same size.
He's going to change color.
Change color, so he'll be completely copper.
Or you could make Scrappy a friend.
Well, that's actually what the aluminium one is for. I have quite a few aluminium motors and pumps and stuff.
Ralph, you can make Scrappina for him.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
I'm going to make Scrappy McCopper balls and a Lumi.
Scrappy McPuss.
Lumi balls.
Easy now.
Skating on thin ice.
I mean, like little kitty.
Well, now, but if Scrappy McCopperballs gets together with his aluminum girlfriend, what's their baby going to be made out of?
Gold.
Oh.
Grass.
No, aluminum bronze. I call him Bronze Beard, and I'll give him a beard, a bronze beard.
They'll have a
Scrapette, like Smurfette, Scrapette.
Oh,
it's funny because I have my work case with all my tools in it, but the snips I have no longer in my work tools. I have it in my pocket all the time because as soon as I walk around somewhere and I see something that has a cord, I go. Even if it's just in someone's yard and connected. This lawnmower doesn't need a cord.
Someone's watching TV and it's just goes dead.
Lawnmower grass sucks. Get tiles. Tarmac the whole thing.
Someone just left for the break with cutting their hay or grass or something. Ralph walking around and then
then they're going like, hey, it's not working anymore.
I must have run over the cord by accident. I hate when I do that.
Yeah, where'd the cord go?
They go, I didn't know I had a cordless lawnmower.
I made cordless headset recently, but
I remember that.
It stopped working for some reason.
I wonder why. Right, guys, it's gone 10 o'clock and I'm only staying on for the 2 hours tonight because I've stuff I need to do before I go to bed tonight. So, guys, I'd like to thank you all for coming up and anyone that's been in the chat. If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. As usual, I get distracted and forget to say stuff that pops up. So
blame it for Ralph.
Yeah, blame it on Ralph. I blame it on Ralph. But anyway, we'll start with you, Raphael. The usual question. Have we a video to look forward to tomorrow night?
Of course, as always.
As always. So, are you going to give us a little secret on what it's about?
It's going to be some repairing video.
Okay. So, we'll have to wait and see what he's repairing. Is it something that you broke or is it something that someone else broke?
Something in between.
Okay.
I didn't broke it, but I forget about it and just leave it on the pile and it get broke.
Okay, right. I'll ask Ralph, has he anything coming out in the next week or so?
Maybe within 2 weeks. If I'm lucky, I will be able to record something next weekend, then have whole week of editing, and then have it out the weekend after that. If everything goes right.
Okay. And Shark Scrapper, have we a video to... Well, I know we'll have videos, but what will your videos be on this week?
So you got tomorrow is going to be some of the stuff that I got from the guy that buys the bed frames from me.
Okay.
And Friday should be a street scrap.
And tell people one more time how they can enter your draw to win one of the 3 prizes you're giving away.
Sure. If you want to win one of the 3 prizes plus this brand new private label street scrap hot sauce, all you have to do is email me your postal address. And if you need my email, it's in the About tab on my homepage.
Okay, so that's easy. If you want a chance to win one of them prizes, the first prize is a nice silver coin.
That's right. First prize is a 1/2 ounce silver 0.999 The Great Hammerhead Shark by the Perth Mint 2015. Second prize is a 3-pack of rubber coated gloves, and third prize is a bottle of hot sauce. First and second prize also get a bottle of hot sauce, but you got to get your address in before midnight tonight.
Okay.
Because then I'm
better
gonna
do it now then.
If you're not in,
I'm gonna lock it then, and then we'll do the giveaway probably as one of the videos. That'll probably be in Friday's video. Will be the recording of the giveaway.
Okay, so everyone, if you're not in, you can't win. So even though Raphael is sure he's going to win it, he's already started to sell that coin on eBay. I've seen him advertising it already.
Oh yeah.
No, he's gonna pack it up and send it off to E-Waste Ben. Say, Ben, look what I made you.
Probably first melted into a bar.
And guys, as everyone can see in the chat, we have a new channel who hasn't been here before, Vandal Vlog. So if you want to check that channel out and help with their subscriber numbers, they're into scrapping as well. So, and they're more than welcome to come up on panel anytime they want and tell us about their channel and stuff like that. And hopefully Thursday I'll have a video out myself again. It'll probably just be a tear down video of some sorts. I'll be taking something apart, I'm sure. Or he's put man Ralph has put the link in there for the
I still had the page open, so
yeah. So,
That was quick.
what I'm going to do, usually we say let's all go over to someone's channel and do a raid. So what I'm going to say instead is let's all go over and check Vandal's channel out and leave a comment on some of their videos and hopefully subscribe to their channel.
yes,
I'm gonna
and,
go
and hit
celebrate
the
my
bell and
anniversary
hit the
with my
thumbs and everything.
Yeah. So, and because as I say, us scrappers, we all stick together, don't we? We all help each other out.
Yes.
So
Let's scrap together.
we're a small community, so we all try and help each other out as what we can.
But don't forget, guys, there's enough scrap for everyone. So
Scrap for everyone.
take care, everyone.
Take
Have a
care.
good night. Have a good.
Good night. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. If you haven't hit the like, and if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. We do this every Monday night, and see you on the next one.
Good night, everybody.
Scrap you later.
Scrap.